morning students, myself Dr. Bharti Patil, working as an assistant professor physics in Maharaja Jivajiram Shinde College, Srigonda, Ahmednagar. We have started our syllabus related to solid state physics related to our class TYBSc, and in that we have started our chapter number 4, that is magnetism. Up till now we have covered few of the magnetic materials such as diamagnetic materials, paramagnetic materials, ferromagnetic materials and anti-ferromagnetic materials. In today's lecture we are going to see what is ferrimagnetic materials. What are ferrimagnetic materials? We have seen ferromagnetic and anti-ferromagnetic up till now related to ferromagnetic materials, and in today's lecture we are going to see what are ferrimagnetic materials. Ferrimagnetic materials are the materials which will have the properties of both ferromagnetic materials and antiferromagnetic materials. They will show properties of ferromagnetic and antiferromagnetic materials. And these materials, ferrimagnetic materials, are the special branch of antiferromagnetic materials. These materials special branch of antiferromagnetic materials. In case of ferromagnetic materials, we have seen that if these are the neighboring atoms, and these are the dipole moments, then these dipole moments, or these are the dipole moments of neighboring atoms, then interaction between them is such that these dipole moments are aligned in the same direction and their magnitude is also same. These are the ferromagnetic. Then, in case of antiferromagnetic, suppose this is one atom, this is its neighboring atom, then the orientation of dipole is such that they are aligned anti-parallel to each other and their magnitude of the dipole moment is same. Anti-parallel and magnitude same, and these are called as antiferromagnetic materials. Then what are the ferrimagnetic materials? Ferrimagnetic materials, just now I have told you that the ferrimagnetic materials are the special branch of antiferromagnetic materials, and in these materials the dipole moments are oppositely aligned, same as antiferromagnetic materials. The dipoles of neighboring atoms are aligned in opposite direction, same as antiferromagnetic materials. Then what is difference between this and this? But the magnitude of the dipole is not same. And the magnitude of the dipole is different. So spin are anti-parallel and magnitude is not same. Magnitude of the dipole moment is not same. This is the difference between ferromagnetic materials and anti-ferromagnetic materials and ferrimagnetic materials. So these are ferrimagnetic materials. So what is difference between antiferromagnetic materials? In case of antiferromagnetic materials and ferrimagnetic materials, the dipole moment are in antiparallel way, but here the magnitude of the dipole moment is same and here dipole moment's magnitude is different. This is the difference between ferrimagnetic and antiferromagnetic and ferrimagnetic substances. Then related to its susceptibility. As we go on increasing the temperature, susceptibility of these materials will also increase. Susceptibility increases with temperature. And above Curie temperature, in case of antiferromagnetic material, we have seen that as we go on increasing the temperature, susceptibility. What is susceptibility? Susceptibility is nothing but magnetization produced divided by applied magnetic field, and susceptibility here also temperature dependent, but it increases initially up to nil temperature, and above nil temperature it start to decrease and material get converted into paramagnetic material due to the vibrations created by heat. And in case of ferromagnetic materials or ferrimagnetic materials, here instead of considering nil temperature, we are considering Curie temperature. It means that susceptibility increases with temperature, but above Curie temperature, this Curie temperature is similar to nil temperature in case of antiferromagnetic materials. So above Curie temperature, material will get converted into paramagnetic material, and this conversion from ferrimagnetic materials to paramagnetic materials at the temperature above Curie temperature, this is due to the vibrations which are produced by the excess of heat, because as we go on increasing the heat or temperature, then alignment of the dipoles will get destroyed, and because of that this material will start to lose its magnetic behavior and it will get converted into paramagnetic substance similar to ferromagnetic materials. Therefore, I have initially told you that this is the group of materials which will have the properties of ferromagnetic as well as antiferromagnetic materials. Then the example of ferrimagnetic materials, and just now we have seen that there is only difference in the magnitude. They are having different magnitude. Therefore, the net magnetization will remain. Net magnetization will be present. The net magnetization will not be zero in case of ferrimagnetic materials because the magnitude of the dipole is not same. Then the susceptibility value is also positive and it is greater than that of antiferromagnetic substances. Susceptibility value is positive but it is larger than antiferromagnetic substances. And the example of ferrimagnetic material is given as example is ferrite. Ferrite. Ferrites are the example of ferrimagnetic materials. For example, nickel ferrite. It means that it consists of nickel 2 plus ions and iron plus 3 ions. And this is called as nickel ferrite. So, ferrites are the example of ferrimagnetic materials. If we see the conductivity or the electrical conductivity of these ferrite materials, then its electrical conductivity is less than ferromagnetic materials. Electrical conductivity of ferrimagnetic materials is less than of ferromagnetic materials. So students, let's revise today's topic, that is ferrimagnetic materials. Ferrimagnetic materials are the materials which will have the combination of ferromagnetic materials and the antiferromagnetic materials properties. If we see the arrangement of dipole moments, then the dipole moments of the neighboring atoms, they are antiparallelly organized same as the antiferromagnetic substances, but its magnitude is different. Therefore, the net magnetization produced in the substance will not be equal to zero and there exists magnetization. Therefore, the susceptibility, that is the ratio of magnetization produced divided by applied magnetic field, this value is positive and it is higher than that of antiferromagnetic materials. As we go on increasing the temperature, susceptibility value of these materials will also increase. In case of antiferromagnetic materials, we have considered nil temperature. It means that as we go on increasing the temperature, the susceptibility of antiferromagnetic material will also go on increasing, and above nil temperature, the material get converted into paramagnetic substances. But here, in case of ferrimagnetic materials, we have to consider Curie temperature. Above Curie temperature, the material will get converted into paramagnetic substances. So one can consider this Curie temperature similar to nil temperature related to antiferromagnetic materials. And at Curie temperature or above Curie temperature, the heat provided or the temperature rise is such that it will destroy the alignment of the dipoles present in the material, and hence material get converted into paramagnetic material similar to ferromagnetic materials. Then the examples of this ferrimagnetic material are the ferrites. Here I have written the example as nickel ferrite. And if we see the electrical conductivity of these ferrite materials, then electrical conductivity of ferrite materials is less than that of ferromagnetic materials. Thank you.